All right, let's try something different. Guess what I have here? Guess who is back? GoPro's back, baby. This is GoPro Max 2. Here it is. This is GoPro Max 2. This thing can shoot true 8K 30 360 video in 10-bit GP log, capture 29 megapixel 360 photos, and record 360 audio. It has replaceable lenses that are super easy to take off and put back on, and it doesn't require calibration after you replace the lenses. It has 1/2.3 inch sensors, supports timecode, has 1960 mAh battery, GP2 processor, and GPS. It is waterproof up to 16 feet, which is 5 meters. You can control it with your voice and connect your mic via Bluetooth. And it is $50 cheaper than Insta360 X5 and DJI Osmo 360. The reason GoPro contacted me is because they saw my video, not 8K, when I criticized how companies call their 360 cameras 8K, but in reality, I'm gonna put this back on, I apologize. It's not 8K because there's a lot of pixels that are lost when it comes to a 360 camera, and then they call it 8K, but when you make the calculation, it is not really 8K. So what GoPro did, they made sure you're getting the resolution that is marketed as 8K, which is still technically not 8K, but what we call 8K. So they found a way to capture a bigger image with each sensor. The effective pixels are equal to 8K. Now let's take a look at them side by side. These are the images that come directly out of the camera, so it is not fixed in post, as they say. When we compare GoPro Max 2 to Insta360 X5 in these controlled conditions, I see much more noise on X5 and much more detail on Max 2. When we start looking away from the center, the noise on X5 becomes even more obvious. And even though the manual white balance seems to be a little off, the image coming out of Max 2 still looks more detailed and nicer. When we look at the right side, the grill on the speaker and the writing that says positive grid is readable on Max 2, however on X5 it is not. By the way, I adjusted the white balance on Max 2 for this comparison. One positive thing I see on X5 is that because it is oversampled footage, it has less chromatic aberration compared to Max 2. Compared to Osmo 360 has more detail, but if you look at the bottom of the color chart, you can see some issues that GoPro Max 2 doesn't exhibit. When we look at the left side, Osmo 360 seem to have more detail, and I believe this is due to replaceable lenses. I believe the cameras with fixed lenses seem to have better detail towards the edges. Especially when we look at the right side, this becomes much more obvious. By the way, there's no night mode on Max 2, and when I let the ISO go as high as it can, the footage becomes pretty bad. But if you keep your settings in control, you can get good shots with Max 2 in low light situations, especially with the help of GoPlayer app's denoise function. Even though while filming outside I never experienced overheating, Max 2 overheated during these tests around 20 minutes. And I did this test a couple of times and it was always around 20 minutes. For comparison, X5 overheated in 45 minutes and Osmo 360 was able to record for 88 minutes and then it ran out of battery and shut down. This thing is designed really nicely. It looks fantastic. It looks like it means business. It is a little heavier than Osmo 360, but it is lighter than Insta360 X5. Camera is set to the recommended best settings. We are in 4K, 8K 24, and ISO is set to 100 to 800. And we're shooting in log mode and 10-bit. So yes, this camera has 10-bit. And when it comes to bitrate, you can shoot up to 120 megabits per second, and you can go up to 300 megabits per second with GoPro Labs. This is the app. Okay, the app is the GoPro app that we know. And then we go to GoPro, and immediately you can see it is connected, because in the beginning it connects with Bluetooth, which is fantastic. And if you want to live view what's going on, you tap on the live view and it connects via Wi-Fi, and then that's when you start seeing what's going on. But in order to do that, I have to stop this. I'm going to stop this, so we're going to keep on recording with the phone. Now I'm going to hit enable preview. Here I am. Let's hit record and continue recording. Welcome back. I can see everything. This is very nice. I can even rotate it like this. Very nicely done. All right, now I switched cameras to be able to show you something on the GoPro Max2. So in the app, I can go to the preview. And in the preview, if I want to change a setting, I can tap here and then tap there. And then, for example, if I want to change, let's say, the shutter, I cannot see what this is going to do. I think that needs to be transparent, or a little thing that I can, a little wheel that I can scroll so I can see what's happening in the preview on the app's screen. There's also no option to see overexposure warning or histogram or anything like that. Okay, so we are already down to 68% battery, and there's no sign of overheating. I think we're doing good. It's a gorgeous day to film. The clouds are out. It's not that sunny. I think the footage is gonna look really nice. The sound is not harsh. It's like a giant soft box we have around here. People out here having fun. Everything is in the favor of a GoPro, I tell you. The reason why I'm worried about the battery life a little bit is because this thing on your left, this thing doesn't have fast charging. So I brought external battery. I'll start charging, but I need to wait a little bit for it to charge before I can start using it again. Okay, one thing I realize is that when I turn this sideways, it gets blocked by polarization on my sunglasses, which is something I do not enjoy. But guess what time it is? It is time to do the super scientific tunnel test. And here we go. ISO is set to 100 to 800. Shutter speed is set to auto. Everything, yeah, also white balance is set to auto. Everything else is, well, there's nothing left. And we're gonna go in and see what's gonna happen in the tunnel in 5, 4, 3, 2, sunglasses off, 2, 1, here we go. Oh yeah, here we are. Now let's test the onboard camera with the wind noise reduction set to auto. Right now what you're hearing is coming from DJI Mic 3, which I like to call Mic Mini 2 Pro. I don't know. And now what you're hearing is coming from GoPro Max 2, and I'm on my one wheel. There's probably a lot of wind hitting this thing. And this is what it sounds like. Let me slow down a little bit. And Now this is what it sounds like when there isn't much wind. I hope the wind noise, it looks really good on the screen. It looks like there isn't much overexposure, everything. I can see the clouds, I can see everything. I hope the footage turns out to be really good. In my short amount of time testing this product with the beta releases of everything they have, my feeling was this is a really promising product, and I'm really glad it exists, and I'm really glad it entered the market on time, because seriously, we need competition. We need competition in every product we can. I'm so happy to see that GoPro is fighting back, they're coming back. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video shot completely in 360 except for, you know, some detailed shots and stuff like that. Using this product was something that helped you to see what MAX2 does. Hold on, we're coming close to traffic. But please let me know what you think about this camera. Is this something you're interested in? Do you like GoPro's ecosystem? Do you like what they're doing? Are you happy that they're back? Is this something you're gonna be picking up? Let me know in the comment section below. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves and hoşça kalın.